So, what are some of the lessons from 2020 and 2021 that we can learn from and take with us into 2022? Yeah, this is a logical time of the year to do some business planning, to look at what's worked and what hasn't, what's changed and what hasn't. What do we need to lean into or do less of? Those are some really important questions to ask this time of the year. But I also think it's important to kind of look at what have we learned. Clearly the COVID era has taught us a lot of things. We've also had a low inventory market like our market and most markets across the US hasn't seen. So what have we learned? What have we learned that you can take away from all of those things and leverage in 2022? You see, I think there's a lot of things that change from market to market, but there are also things that stay the same. And communication, having information that means something, having block by block almost information that you can share with your clients is so very important. And I would encourage you to make that part of your business planning for 2022. Business planning is a super important step in the process, but unfortunately, if you create a business plan and then never look at it, how much good is that business plan? In fact, I'd like to almost to ask you to reframe business planning into priority management planning. And by priority management, I'm talking about those things from you that are working well. When you look at 2020 and 2021, where did your business come from? What was the source of it? Was it sphere of influence? Was it online leads? Was it working open houses? Asking yourself some of those questions is hugely important. What was your budget? How did you play your real estate budget into your marketing and overall business plan for your real estate business? But I also think it's more than that. It's really taking a minute to look at yourself and say, am I healthy? Am I taking care of myself? Because I think, for me at least, 2020 and 2021 has created a huge awareness about self-care. And I think, listening to our bodies when it's telling us, that we're tired, stressed, whatever that might be, is so very important. And as you go into 2022, I would encourage you to really make that a priority. Taking care of your clients is important, but taking care of yourself is also very important. Also, I want to kind of point out the old adage, the more you learn, the more you earn. And in 2022, I would encourage you to look at yourself and what you want to do with your practice, what you want to do with your life, and say, what do I need to lean into to learn more, to do better, to be more efficient, to be happier, to take better care of my family, take better care of my clients. Those are all things that you can make a priority of in 2022 that become part of an overriding strategy. Some call it business planning. I'm completely good with priority management. All of that said, thank you for being here. Thank you for all that each of you do for our industry and communities that we serve. And I look forward to seeing you again in 2022.